So I was saying the least thing or the last thing that an artist should do is impress people, try to impress people, because that's not our job. That's a magician job, circus people, you go to the circus, these guys do things, how they do this, So we are there, artists are there to move, inspire, touch people, to help people get in touch with their inner side. Average people, accountants or people that work on the road, people that don't do this all the time like we do, they don't have a chance as much as we do to be in touch with themselves. So they need us to help them or to give them their relief from, being 8 hours in an office. Somebody's 8 hours in an office in front of a computer, working on things that they don't care about really, because they need a job to survive. And in life, once a week or whatever, they go out, and sometimes when they do, less and less nowadays, but they come to me, you, and they want to be, wow. And we think about impress them. It's not what they're there for. That's about us. So art is not about us. When I say this, I'm very not democratic about it. I won't negotiate this statement. Art is not about us, it's about others. Playing is not about us, it's about others. Technique is not about us, it's about others. If I'm flashy and all of the bullshit and I don't have a good feel, I'm thinking about, displacing my ability, and I'm not thinking about making my bass player feel comfortable. So the technique is for me, it's not for my bass player. I'm not doing any good to music. If I cannot, I don't know the language of music because I only know about drums. I'm within the drums. I don't know anything. I don't know if I can, song form or whatever. I don't know how to react to the dynamics. I don't know what, 32 bars means on any of that. Like most drummers don't. I'm not talking about the high profile professional. I'm talking about most of the students, even most of the students I know, or, that work professionally. They don't really know what music is. They only know about drums. What music you like? Oh, I like Dave Weckl. I like Vinny Colaiuta. Really? How funny. Vinny Colaiuta and Weckl. First of all, Weckl is a dear friend of mine. But they are great drummers. How come that, 90% of drummers only have 2 idols? How come? There's so many drummers. Is there only Vinny Colaiuta in the fucking world? It doesn't work like that. I remember talking to a young kid once at the clinic. It was like, who is your favorite drummer? I was like, it was like, there we go. Okay, some others? There's no others. That's the problem. And even though you knew all the fucking drummers are out there, the trombone players, the trumpet players, the singers. Many times I mention famous musicians, but then they're not as famous as maybe Michael Brecker, who everybody knows usually. Like Zoot Sims, great tenor player, is dead, but it's important for the histories of jazz. So I know they don't know, but say, okay. Can you tell me some student a record where Zoot Sims is playing? I'm talking about jazz students, so people that should know about jazz, not just drummers. It's like, Zoot who? Say, this is your problem. You don't know shit. Or have students play over like Freddie the Freeloader, Kind of Blue record. And they play Elvin. And I wish they could play Elvin, but Elvin's impression and Tony Williams, And when they're finished playing, I ask them, could you describe Jimmy Cobb's style in this record, or the vibe of the record? I say, oh, this is great. There's everybody's doing their thing. There's no much activity. The colors, all of this they describe correctly. I say, okay, now can you tell me what does have to do with what you just played? So we think we do right, but we don't. Many times. Many times. Guidance. You know, this type of question is guidance. I can't tell you what to play really. I have to guide you. You know, you think about you're doing the right thing and then you do the opposite. Because you get caught within yourselves. Within yourself. People don't know how to listen. Listening is technique. The real technique is here. And most drummers lack of technique. They don't have technique. They only have chops. Television. What does this have to do with music? Nothing. Music is not sport. It's art. Sport equal competition. Art, no competition. And because art has to do with the inner self and the emotion and all, you know, crying, laughing, making love, hating, with all that, how can somebody be better than somebody else? Are we better? Am I better human being than you because I can play better drums at the moment? No. No. I'm not better than my audience. Musicians think they are. People don't understand shit. Oh, he's a student. Fuck the student. You know, most of the teachers don't teach well because they don't respect the student. I kick my students in the ass, but I'm the one that respects them the most, I think. Because good doesn't mean shit. It's good because so we don't have conflict. I go, you know, as deep as it gets, as it takes. I don't care. You know, if people cry, I don't care. Oh, it's bad. No. The one that goes like this. You got it. No, that's bad. They are not giving you a chance. They just don't want to put their hands in shit. I throw myself in shit. I don't care. When we do music, we play art, we have to use all ourselves because we have to give something to the other people. As teachers, as performers, as friends, whatever. If I see some of my students that are getting competition, I kick their ass. They don't. And I'm glad to see that they become friends because they don't think about he's another drummer, they think it's just another person, which is the way it is. So that's another thing. Competition is about ourselves, and music and art is not about ourselves.